Good evening, guys. It's the 1st of August. Are you happy? Are you excited? This year's moving by really fast. I hope you guys are accomplishing everything you set out to do. Um, hope your year's been fulfilling. Mine has been. I've been doing a lot. Um, I dare say this has been my most productive year artistically. So that's saying something. Man, I hope a few of you still come out because I usually do these on Fridays. It's a little confusing. I hope it's not confusing. I don't know what I want to draw here, so I'm just gonna fuck around, see if I can get some cool shapes going. Whatever happens is good. My week has been pretty good. What did I do? I put out that drawing. I made that video Monday of people I drew in New York. I think that um, I'm really proud of that. I think it came out well, and I'll be doing more of those in the future. I just got to figure out where I'm gonna travel to get that stuff done. That was a highlight of my week. Monday, everything else was downhill from there. You guys, yeah. Who's in here? Make yourself known. I guess these comments aren't updating automatically. I can't talk. Can't talk at all. Man. How do I make this automatic? I don't know. It might be cool to draw the Danger Room from X-Men, but I did Wolverine last time, so I don't want to like do overkill. I want to kill you guys with the X-Men. I still haven't seen the Wolverine. Haven't seen Pacific Rim nor Fruitvale Station, so I'm kind of being a movie bum as of late. This is so loose. No idea what's going on. There's always that cliche look of scientists, just bunch of dorks with their noses buried in this stuff. Yeah, I guess it's a cliche for a reason. It's what they get paid to do. It's like getting paid to be smart. Okay, I'm not totally excited about this drawing in particular, so I'm gonna do a quick study of an image. The question's which one? Which image? I'm gonna do this one. Move that over. Which head am I gonna draw? God, look at this. There's so many choices. All these faces. It would be really cool if I just did each one. Each head of this female. This one right here is an angle I historically have a lot of problems with, so I might choose that one. These right here are a little more easy because I'm used to them. She's a underbite going on. Serious underbite. Alright, I gotta choose soon. Gotta choose. Alright, I'm going with the center. Made my decision. Okay, don't look at my icons on my desktop. Don't look at me. Tone this surface a little bit. Nothing serious. Maybe I went a little overboard. Okay. That's good enough. That's all I need. And then make a very simple drawing of the figure, the model. By the way, if you guys have been commenting, I can't see your comments. So I don't know. Maybe it's either an error or I just have like no one watching. What the hell is that? It's a speck on my monitor. Betrayed one of my rules. You gotta work general to specific. Always. Very general. It's weird because I'm looking at this at an angle. Whoops. Shit, man. Every time with this thing. Maybe if I held this thing right here. That helps a lot, actually. Maybe if I do this, it'll hold. There we go. Okay. I'm going to do this format. Again, I caught myself trying to get specific before I got the general stuff in. It's a very bad habit. Shupu eat Moogle, hey, what's going on? Thanks for talking to me, so I'm not lonely. Thought I was by myself. I haven't seen you in here before. Welcome. How'd you find my videos? Out of curiosity. Why are you here? I'm gonna guess you saw one of the interview ones? Maybe the Esteban video or something. It's so difficult to work general to specific because you want to get into the meat. Like you're basically trying to eat your dessert before your dinner, before like your veggies and all that shit is done. The fun part of this is the rendering of final details such as the eyeballs, the nostrils, the corners of the mouth, things like that. But you have to be able to get your skeleton down. You have to get the underdrawing done first. Otherwise, your final stuff is gonna look like shit, or you're gonna have to work really hard to correct the stupid errors you could have corrected in the beginning. So I'm being a real hypocrite here, but it's always good to pace yourself and make calculated decisions about where you put your lines. I'm going to try and take my own advice and not rush as much, which I'm doing a horrible job of. I feel like I'm always rushing through drawings. It's in my nature. It's one of those things I'm trying to change. Ben, what's going on, man? Oh, cool. You found me through Maki's videos. It's awesome. Yeah, his sufficiently remarkable campaign just ended today. I'm really proud of him. Proud for him. Proud of him. When you say you're proud of somebody, that's like, it's like implying they're a child and you sort of expect it different, maybe. You say, I'm proud of you. You don't usually say that to another adult. I'm happy for him. Like, he deserves it. He's a very good artist. Strip Search was great. I hope they got paid to be on that show. Like a little stipend or something. $1,000 or some shit. That would be incredible. And I hope there's a season 2 to the show because I really enjoyed it. It was a highlight of my fall, I suppose, or winter when it was out. Yeah, winter, early spring. Jay Perry, what's going on? You're new too, huh? Yeah, Shupu. It's weird, isn't it? You don't think you like reality TV, and all of a sudden it's like you're right. It caters to your interests, and hey, The Tester is another show you might want to watch. PlayStation Network did this show where if you win, you get to be a video game tester. Um, so there were a bunch of challenges where they like go against each other in games and things. But it's pretty amazing watching Strip Search. Since it's creator owned and controlled, you'll also notice that it's all true. None of the stories, there aren't any stories written to get ratings like, oh, Maki fucked Monica or something. It's all real, and if you talk to them, like they presented everything as it actually happened, and all the relationships were really good in the house. Like no one was hating on anybody else. They're all friends now. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And it makes you think, like, when you watch an average reality show, they are trying to doctor a story. It is possible to write reality. You went from Battlestar Galactica to Strip Search. It's a pretty big jump, man. Battlestar's a good show, though. Currently, I'm trying to get through Homeland, and I want to watch Orange is the New Black because several people have talked about it to me. Um, TV shows are so good now. That's the problem. I don't know when TV got so good. I mean, that's implying that it was bad before. But I don't know. It's movie quality stuff coming out. Excuse me. Like Breaking Bad is better than like 80% of the movies I've seen in theaters. Plus, it goes on long and much longer, and it's kind of sticks in your brain for a while. I suppose have time to digest in between chapters. They also have a long amount of time to tell you the story. So TV shows are pretty good for that. But books are really the king of being able to sit down and take their fucking time with the story. Maki fell on the stairs and Monica's pregnant. Yeah. It's strip search gossip. Yeah, I did like that Penny Arcade comic where he's like, um, they had him doing something really shitty in a room, or I forgot. I'm going balls out, you guys. One layer. That's right. Only one. I'm training myself to be more bold with my decisions. Bolder. Um, what brush am I going to use? This one, perhaps? It seems good. Alright. I'm going to do this alla prima style, meaning dark to light. I mean, I'm sorry. Wet on wet is the style of painting, and it's like you want to start with darks and you end with your lightest tone. I really want to try and do more painting outdoors. So this will be a good practice in confidence and stroke mark making for me, perhaps. I feel like I'm fucking it up already. Whatever. I got this shit. Yeah, I mean it's been done. So many stories have been told in a short amount of time, really short amount of time. But it's not. I don't think it's ideal. Give me one more time than that, probably. A good novel, though, you just live with that thing for such a long time. You get a really deep understanding of everything that's going on. You hear, I mean, you get into people's brains. You know what they're thinking, what they're likely to think in a given situation. That's something that's kind of lacking in a lot of movies as well. That internal monologue, and even in TV shows, any sort of live action thing. She looks like she has a beard right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna go out and try and do some drawings outside, or perhaps even an oil painting. It's one of my goals is to get good enough with oil paintings so that I can do videos of them. Some of the Alla Prima stuff outside. Nutrient-rich sludge. Ben, Homeland is very good. You should watch it. And it is a political drama, but it's not so political that you'll wanna just turn it off or something. It's so well done, and it has the story's great, but the acting like ties it all together. It makes you care about whatever's going on. You got this Claire Danes plays this this woman. I don't know if you've seen Zero Dark 30, but it seems like she could almost have been the Zero Dark 30 woman who could have almost been inspired by her. She's like this really take charge. I always get my man kind of operative in the CIA. She looks like a gangster right now. Maybe I made her chin too dark. I don't know. Ain't gonna be concerned with it. Not right now, anyway. Martin, what's going on? Yeah, you're late. You're late. Are Fridays usually better for you guys? I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe I should have kept this on a more of a consistent schedule. I don't know. Oh, I didn't know the guy was from Band of Brothers as well. That's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. Get a bit of this mouth. I was holding my breath while I was doing that. What the hell's wrong with me? It's not that serious. It's just a painting, man. This technique is kind of a pain. It's a pain in my anus. I've seen some guys do all the eyes and the nose in the first pass through, so I'm gonna see if I can manage that. I'm gonna try and make it so that I don't paint over anything right now. I just did what I said I wasn't gonna do. Wow. Okay. I'm a liar as well. Fuck, man. This is really difficult. What would Rembrandt say if he could see me? Man, Rembrandt was such a good painter. Makes me jealous. Fuck. Okay. Now. A little bit under her eyes. It's goofy. Goofy looking girl. I guess she's kind of cute. I don't know. Now for the shadows under her eyes, etc. Do you guys have any suggestions for the channel? Anything you'd like to see more of that you like right now? Comments about stuff. Gotta be more careful with this shadow brush. Gotta be real careful. Wingets, what's going on, man? More music-related drawings. That is a good request. I haven't done any of those in a while. sigh of anguish. I don't even know if I'm doing the right thing. Questioning myself. Double questioning myself. Right now I'm concerned that I'm using too many strokes, and I'm not really, I think I'm okay with the confidence right now, but I don't know, the values on her skin are very, very varied. Tricky place. One smart thing to do when you're dealing with strange values like this is to just, or any drawing, is just to like blur your eyes and see if you're really getting all the general shapes that you general forms that you see when you squint your eyes. So Shupu asked if I draw purely as a hobby or is this what pays my bills? It is a hobby right now, but I don't consider YouTube a hobby. I'm making a little bit of money from it now. I have networks trying to make offers to me and things like that, which I haven't taken. But I can see this making me a good amount of money in the future if I keep at it for a while, like maybe 2 years or something. I can see something good happening with it. So yeah, I don't know. I make a little bit of money with my art on the side, but never enough for me to live or anything like that. God, I'm tired of this style. Sick of it. I'm fed up with this world. One thing that you may notice happening when you're drawing is you go through a lot of phases where you kind of hate your drawings and all of your abilities, and you doubt yourself constantly, but you just keep pushing through it for some reason. Not giving up is a really important part of life in general, but it applies to drawing as well. Not giving up because you'll find that sometimes you'll pull yourself out of a funk or a situation you didn't think you'd be able to get yourself out of, and then that'll help build your confidence because you didn't give up. Because ultimately, the best drawing advice anyone can give you is to make 1,000 bad paintings, and then after that, make 1,000 more, and do that until you're dead. That's basically it. Yeah. And your paintings it'll get harder and harder to make a bad painting, or you get my idea. But that's just how I suppose any creative practice works. You gotta knock out the bad ones. That's the kicker right there. Most people don't want to be shitty at something. You don't want to be a shitty guitar player for 8 years before you're Jimi Hendrix or something. This is looking a little bit better. A little better. Wingus, thanks for the good words, man. And thanks for coming by and watching this shit. I really mean that. It's good to have an audience. It's good to know that someone's feeling whatever it is you're doing. You know. You know what I'm saying? Shupu says, success isn't determined by who's the best at the start. It's determined by who sticks with it the longest. Impatience is what weeds people out. Yeah, dude. So true. Ugh, it's any field. It's just the guy who gets his ass knocked out and then just, okay, well, this is what I did wrong. Let me just... gets knocked out again. Like, oh, okay, well... I definitely understand wanting to be the best at something. Or, God, that's so difficult to achieve. To be the best at something. Ugh. And then it's so subjective, especially in an artistic field. I mean, I would say the best, like, if there was some sort of tournament, the best figurative painter was, I think, John Singer Sargent. Like, this guy, he's like one of my idols. I don't know if you can see these. That's one. I don't know if you can see these. Yeah, this guy I think is a painting god. Him and like Rembrandt. Maybe a guy like Anders Zorn. This dude could throw down. Lay down some paint. This guy's fucking ridiculous. And you look at your idols and you just, it's easy to get sort of disheartened or feel like, what the fuck? I could never do that. J.C. Landecker. See, I'm gonna get on a mad tear. I can't believe I used that term. I'm just gonna... I'll put some of these names in the show notes if you guys wanna see them. But that's the thing, yeah. Being the best is kind of a lofty goal, and it's kind of a lofty place to start. It's like, that's a pretty good way to end up with nothing, or just a bunch of empty dreams. I don't know. It seems to me like having a concrete, having a goal, like I want to be able to do like a good likeness of somebody, or to be better than average, and I want to be able to be confident in my abilities and improve. If your goal is improving or something like that, you can't really lose. But it's also occurred to me that these guys are the best at their thing, and I don't know, I'm never going to be able to paint like John Singer Sargent. But there are some things I can do that he can't do. I'm not quite sure what they are. But that's where you find that's where you'll find a lot of really interesting stuff when you start thinking about what makes you different from whatever painter you admire. And if you focus on that thing that you can do that he can't do, you'll start finding something really interesting about yourself. I don't know. Because John Singer Sargent already exists, you know? And you're you, so... Yeah. You used Rembrandt toothpaste because you like the painter. Cool. You're a tool bag. You're just a corporate shill. Just do whatever they tell you. Yeah, he's great. I believe one guy's name is Diego Velazquez. Yeah, Diego Velazquez. Fucking awesome. Awesome Spanish painter. He did this painting of Pope Francis. No, I'm sorry. Is that his name? Pope Innocent X, yeah. Francis. Isn't that the current Pope? What the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, this one is great. It's, beautiful. You guys got any big weekend plans? Anything? Anything special? I'm doing a decent enough job now. Doesn't look as shitty as it did before. And where are you guys from? I'm curious. Hopefully some of you are not from the US. I know I have some viewers from the UK. It's pretty awesome. I'm gonna try and switch my brush. See what I can get out of this. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. These are some good brushes right here I'm about to use. Okay. Yeah, but they're not very blocky, are they? Run with it anyway, see what happens. That stroke seems, it's a lot softer. You can see the bristles, the marks. Kind of difficult to control, but I do like the shape I'm getting out of this. Yeah, I dig that. I like that a lot. Ben, I didn't know you were British. You're an American. Martin, you're from Portugal, right? Wingus, what albums are you gonna listen to? So Shupu, what's up with this Bioshock Infinite DLC? Are you still in Infinity or whatever the fuck the place is called? Not Rapture. You know what I'm talking about. I haven't played the game, so I know this from hearsay. I wish I'd played Bioshock Infinite. I liked the first game a lot, and I've heard that this one is a big improvement. But, you know, no time. Ain't no time for that. Anybody got time for that? Martin, am I wrong? Portugal? Is it Spain? Something like that. Oliver, I mean Raven. Welcome. I haven't seen you. In here. You should start talking. You should say stuff. I believe Tom York from Radiohead is from Oxford. Unless I'm wrong. How do people? How are your university? What's the criteria for university acceptance in the UK? We have the SATs here, and we do essays. Basically, an aptitude test we do here, where they ask you a bunch of stupid questions that no one really thinks about outside of the SATs. And we do essays and letters of recommendation, stuff like that. Grade point average, calculations. I guess I gotta get Bioshock now. Oh, Wingus, take it easy, man. Enjoy that AT Aliens. Thanks for coming by, man. Spoilers. Spoilers about Bioshock. Turns out it's all a dream. It's all in his head. It's a fucking dream, man. Now I feel like listening to that Outkast album. What have you done to me? I'm gonna try this blocky brush, see what happens. It's not bad, that brush. Martin. I'm drawing some girl from a bunch of reference images. Let me show you. Let me show you right quick. I found this on some website. It's a bunch of reference images of some girl. I don't know who she is. Shupu, you dropped out of college. You didn't get a GED or anything. You just paid to get into college. GCSI, GCSEs for high school, and then another 2 years above that. Just give you qualifications for university. La la la. Universities usually take in how many A levels you have, which are the 2 years from 16 to 18, and are usually about 4 more. Shit's complicated, man. You know what I'm saying? All right. So since we're almost at an hour, I'm gonna speed up. I'm gonna do the unthinkable, my friends. Speed this shit up. Whoops. Yeah, by speed up, I just mean fuck the whole thing up, ruin it. Thanks, man. Shupu says he got his GED, but he dropped out in ninth grade. Didn't take his SATs. Dude, that's pretty impressive, man. And it's impressive that you got into college anyway. Like, it's awesome. Man, he dropped out in ninth grade. Holy shit, dude. Do you ever regret that decision, or are you just kind of like, oh, it's how it is? If you're watching this fine program, I'm sure you're an upstanding citizen. Get lights, the eyes. I didn't want to do this. I'm just going to throw some lines in there. What was David Hasselhoff's son's name in Baywatch? I know he was Mitch, but his son was like Whoopi or Woogie or something. I just remembered that for some reason. Okay, stupid Baywatch. I used to love that show when I was a kid. I was a young lad. Okay, that's pretty much it, you guys. Wait, has it been an hour? No, it hasn't. It's 5 more minutes. Okay. Yeah, Wingus. Yeah, we do get a pretty diverse crowd here, man. We get a good amount. And it's not crowded, so you always can see what people are saying. Raven, you're about to start a photography BA at Brighton. Yo, good luck with that, man. Photography is getting harder and harder with these. I think as the medium becomes more and more accessible to the public, but you know, shit. If you know how to take a good picture, you know, if you have a good eye, that's something that just really can't be replicated by using a fancy technology or anything. So should be fine. I'm saying this as if I know anything about photography. I don't know. I always felt like photographs weren't enough to describe what I wanted to say about the environment or what I wanted to or what I saw in general. It's never enough. Which is interesting because it's more accurate than drawing a picture of something. So. I guess I always had that mentality like, oh, I'll do it my goddamn self. I don't need you to do it for me. Give me that. I'll spend 2 hours and draw a picture of this bridge instead. Her chin. I just been ignoring her fucking chin this whole time. I am a dummy. Afgma. It's a some random girl from a reference image post I saw online. I don't know her. If anyone here knows her, let me know. Let me holler at her. Shubu says he dropped out, worked fast food for a couple years, got accredited to be a personal trainer. Wow. If you hadn't dropped out, you likely would have been pressured into going to school for something you're not interested in. Instead, you were able to take your time, stash some cash, and do what you wanted to do. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't advise anyone to drop out of high school in this country. Maybe, I guess, unless you had a really good plan about having a trade or something, or you were an Olympian or a really great boxer, athlete or something. Simply because it's hard. It's hard, like, just all the stigmas, harder to get a job that way. God, I sound like an old man. That shit is annoying. You worked fast food? Like, what restaurant? What chain? I'm guessing Chipotle. You guys have Chipotles in the UK? For you Brit folk out there? It's all fucked up on her hair. I don't know. I want to try and obliterate some of these edges. me see what happens if I zoom in and do some of this here. Sort of fucked up on her eyeball before. Oof. She looks like a real creep. Never seen a Chipotle in UK. It's awesome, man. It's so good. Food's so good. It's so good. It makes me forget how to talk. Apparently. You worked at a Wendy's. Oh man. I wonder if do those pay better than McDonald's? Like, is it good on the hierarchy of fast food locations? Ben, I did go to college. I went to the University of Maryland and got a degree in studio art. I graduated 2 years ago. In hindsight, I definitely am glad that I chose to go there. Sure, I wish I had more money to go to a regular art school. This was actually a research and science university. Like, their shit was business, technology, engineering, and they happened to have an art department that's like decent, but they didn't have a lot of funding or anything. I just kind of went through that. I gotta say though, I did learn a lot, and it wasn't. I think it didn't really become apparent to me how much I learned until I graduated and went out into the real world. I apply a lot of really just intangible principles they teach you about art making and communicating your ideas and work in general. Just getting used to making stuff. That's when I started keeping a sketchbook, and to this day I don't leave my house without my sketchbook. And they didn't really teach me how to draw or anything like that, but like I said, they taught me principles. It was more of an abstract art school. Like the teachers are more into like weird abstract expressionist stuff. That was the kind of work that they did. So that was the kind of work that they gravitated towards. And if you wanted to do a lot of figure drawing or anything representational, it wasn't looked at as well. It wasn't smiled upon as much, I suppose. It was always funny when they had the occasional like anime kid, like someone who wanted to draw manga or something, trying to be an anime major. And the teachers would just be really upset with them, or like, "What the fuck is this?" And I get it. I get that aspect of it. I wouldn't like try and shatter a kid's dreams or anything, but I get like not wanting to look at derivative art a lot or something like that. Minimum wage was $5.15. Shit. Okay, it's been an hour and 5 minutes. I'm gonna head out, you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I always feel like I cut these off too short, but you know I do try and do these weekly. So next week, what am I doing? I'm going to be at Otakon next week. So it looks like I'm probably gonna have to do a video on Wednesday or a live draw on Wednesday, if at all. I don't like missing weeks already. I'm getting kind of used to this. So I hope you guys will be there. Wednesday, I guess 9 o'clock is usually good for you guys, so I'll do that. As always, follow me on Twitter if you want updates on all this shit, or if you want to see me tweet about hamburgers, and how hungry I am. That seems to be all I want to tweet about. I tweet about more than that. I lied. There's also a Facebook group. Let me put that in the show notes. At Count Blackula, and then it's HTTP. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, that'll take you to the Facebook page. Alright, you guys, have a good weekend. Tweet me if you want to talk or some shit. Have a good one.